Harry Potter, Harry Potter, Harry Potter, Harry Potter, yeah, Harry Potter, Harry Potter, Harry Potter, Harry Potter, that's me.
Because that's what I was trying to say before, is the pros and cons of, like, having a jump button and not. It's like, sometimes it works, like, where you don't have to, like, perfectly time your jumps to the point of annoyance. But at the same time, you have to deal with this stupid bullshit.
Yeah, it depends on the game. Like, how it's structured. I feel like Prisoner of Azkaban was a lot better because they worked out more of the kinks of just like the physics and like the ledge distances and stuff. Shit, fuck. That saved me. Why is it listing to the? So the camera keeps like trying to like keep behind him, but like I'm like, no, turn. I'm trying to see other things. You pizza shit.
You say you pizza shit?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was saying it credit like the stereotypical Puerto Rican style.
Okay.
Pizza shit. I want to put like the Sly Cooper sneaking music here because this is basically like the same kind of animation. Did you ever play Sly Cooper?
I don't think so. I might have rented it like from Media Wave way back when, but like that's kind of it. I just doxed myself, didn't I?
Not really. It's not around anymore, and we've brought it up multiple times on the show. I feel you need to stop like worrying so much about like doxing yourself. Fuck!
I think that was a wall sneak.
No, it was close enough. It wasn't. It's just like getting the angle fucked up.
Again, now that the whole Jacksfilm Sniper Wolf thing, now I'm even more worried.
Yeah, but I doubt you're gonna like. No one knows who you are. I doubt you're gonna get doxed by like a millions plus sub, bitch tuber, just because. Yeah, you're worrying about things that are far above your pay grade. Haha, take that, bitch ghost.
Bitchy handjob ghost.
Have you watched the new Invincible yet?
No, I haven't. I've just been playing Sims like so fucking much that like, cause what I was doing is I really started, because the original family I had on the game, like I was kind of starting to get bored with them. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do what normal married couples do when they get bored and lose the spark. Have a child. So that's what I did, and it honestly did make the game more interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay, I can work with this.
Fuck.
Okay, glad I'm not the only one.
Yeah, it's not just you. It is the physics. Like, it's not. It's like it's the camera really more than anything else. Like, it keeps shifting.
I mean, it could be worse. It could be Castlevania 64.
Yeah, true. That's something we got to do at some point. I've debated whether we should do like the regular 64 or wait. Oh fuck. Oh, thank God. I've been debating on whether we should do like the regular Castlevania 64 or like. Damn it! I was hoping I could like just slightly dodge the hitbox. But I've been debating if we should do regular Castlevania 64 or just wait until I can get my hands on a copy of Legacy of Darkness, because they're technically the same game.
Yeah.
Because like it uses the same map. It's basically like Legacy of Darkness is like an updated port, but at the same time, I feel like it would be more fun using the jankier characters of like the original version that we'd have to play through the entire game.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. The ghosts are kind of like too much in this area. But yeah, I feel like it'd be more fun using the janky characters rather than like, Cornell and I think Henry is the other one's name. We could just do both anyway. Though the only one I have is 64. We have most of the Castlevanias in like one way or another. Because I've got like the anniversary collection that has the original trilogy, Bloodlines, 4, Rondo of Blood, or not Rondo of Blood,
Dracula X.
No, it doesn't have that. I forgot. That's a different one. And but it has like the first kid, both Kid Draculas and the Game Boy games. Then I have I have physical copy of 4. Then there's the Advanced Collection that has the entire GBA trilogy, which I also have physical versions of, plus Dracula X for no reason. Like, it's just thrown in there. And then I've got copies of 64, Curse of Darkness, Lament of Innocence, and all the Lords of Shadows. Oh, and Judgment.
Nice.
Judgment we gotta do at some point, because it's just, like, it's so stupid, but it's great.
Is that the one where Dracula's in Japan?
No, that's Aria of Sorrow. Judgment is the fighting game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the one that the Game Grumps did back in the before times. Fuck!
I could swear it's a wall sneak.
I tried to do it. It did. There was no thing.
Okay.
That was what happened the second time. I ran at the wall as much as I could. It never happened, and then I fell.
But yeah, so with Sims now, I'm like, okay, how do I make this even more interesting? So I'm gonna fucking create a dynasty of like this one family, and it's gonna eke into like the entire economy of this fucking Sims verse, just to like, I don't know, just to see what would happen.
Oh, so not just a dynasty, you're literally just creating the show Dynasty, but in Sims.
Kind of. I like mapped out like traits and jobs for every person, because it's like I made a fucking family tree, like what my plan is gonna be.
So you're just going full autistic mode on this.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there's no wall sneak. It's just really poorly laid out.
You can do it. I believe in you. This is the Ross shot.
There we go. Now if I can just not fuck up the next one. There we go. Oh, okay, this one is a wall sneak.
This is definitely a wall sneak.
No, Ghost, I don't want a hand job now! Begone, thoughts! Oh, fuck that. Fuck that. That's so easy. I could have so easily fallen off of that. Fuck you. Fuck you, EA people. I swear to God!
Ah! Come on!
This entire episode is just gonna be this fucking room.
Don't worry. You could cut it out all out, and then reveal like it's the first time, and then you'll be the best player ever. You just cut out all this, and then you'll be fine.
I'll just do like a compilation of fuck, 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 fuck! Fuck, fuck, fuck. God damn it! Like, if you're even slightly at an angle, it's just like, no. I'm just gonna fucking kill myself. Goodbye, cruel world! Yeah, I wish more games had a, like, this is what happens because you died kind of screen. Like Banjo-Kazooie.
This is where you die.
No, like, you know how what happens in Banjo-Kazooie when you quit or die, right?
Doesn't it, like, erase your save or something?
No, so in Banjo-Kazooie, the whole point of it is the witch Gruntilda kidnapped your sister and is gonna steal her beauty and, like, make her ugly. So if you quit the game or, like, lose all your lives, it cuts to the two of them in the machine, and then Grunty steps out and she's super hot, and then your sister steps out and she's like an ugly giant green mongoloid. And it's like, Banjo, you did this! God damn it. I wish more games had shit like that. I feel like that'd be fun. Like, imagine if this had that, and then, like, it just shows, like, the fucking basilisk eating Ron.
No, it just shows Voldemort taking over the school successfully because Harry Potter isn't around.
Did Voldemort have a physical form yet by this point?
No, but it's like, it's like 5 years from now when he does have a physical form.
Hmm.
Because, yeah, it was Professor Quirrell had him on the back of his head.
Yeah.
And then Harry defeated him with the power of love. And then he eventually got a physical form in Goblet of Fire. Because that's when Cedric Diggory got yeeted.
Which had to happen so that the fucking Neville could kill the snake. I love that that's canon.
Wait, what is it?
That the whole point. Fuck! God damn it! You know, like the cursed child.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, the whole point of that is that Harry's son goes back and saves Cedric, and because he didn't win, he becomes a Death Eater and kills Neville. So Neville never cuts off Nagini's head, and then everyone loses. Yeah. Harry Potter did not matter. The entire plot revolved around Neville. Fuck!
I mean, that was legit. That's, I know you're joking, but that's, like, legit an actual thing where it's, like, who was really the chosen one, because Neville fit the criteria as well.
True.
Because was it Harry, or was it, like, obviously we want to believe it's Harry because his names are on the fucking books, but, like, it's also, Neville also had a very integral part, and he could also be classified as the chosen one. I know that one.
Yeah,
that was.
Or it could be a Buffy scenario, and then there was multiple chosen ones.
Is that my name, Randy Giles?
Giles.
Or Giles.
No, that is legitimately such a good episode, despite the
I mean,
fact
you
that
love most of the episodes of Buffy the Vampire.
No, I don't. There are a lot of bad episodes. Like, basically all of Season 5 is shit, as is most of Season 7. Like, it literally, Season 6 is somehow the best season of the whole show, sandwiched between the absolute worst seasons. I don't understand how that happened, but it did. Like...
Okay, this is where the
Yeah.
snake is.
Come on. There we go. Haha! Fuck you! Whatever, that episode is... Because the whole premise of that episode is because Willow, like, got dumped by Tara because she was becoming addicted to magic and was turning evil. And so she decided, I'm going to manipulate everybody's brain. And tried to make Tara forget who she was, and in doing so made all of them forget who they are. And Spike, here you go.
Yeah.
Spike was wearing, like, hobo clothes. And so they assumed, because both of them were British, that they were related. And he's like, older brother? Nah, you're my father. Oh, how I must hate you. And they also try to figure out what their names are.
I gotta figure out a way to, like, not die. There we go.
There you go.
Okay. Because I know there was a way to do that.
The fuck?
Okay, hang on. Let me just... knew that was gonna happen, but let me just collect the fucking spell before I fucking die.
Yeah.
There we
And
go.
it's like they're all looking through like their IDs. It's like, oh, I'm Willow. I'm Xander. He looks at his coat. It's made with love and care for Randy. And he loses it. It's like it's easily one of the most quotable lines in the entire thing. So why not just name me Horny Giles, desperate for a shag Giles? You know what's funny is a while back, like the Game Grumps, and they were just playing like random shit. They played two of my favorite childhood games, Batman Vengeance and Buffy Chaos Bleeds. And Aaron was so shit at both of them, he just could not figure out how Chaos Bleeds like worked, like how to navigate it.
As par for the... Well, I mean,
Into the pit with you.
I was, like, dying anyway. I had, like, no
Yeah,
health
swear to
left,
God,
so
we
it's...
have to do that entire fucking thing again.
No, it should have saved when I...
It should have, but I don't trust it. Okay, you're good. See, I like watching it. I'm just like, I figured this out when I was like 8. You were a grown man. What is? You gotta step on the blood.
I know. Well, I have to do the transfiguration thing with the rocks. Now I'm starting to remember again.
Now you're cooking with gas.
Yep, there you go.
Now you're cooking with lard.
Ew.
Oh, speaking of cooking with lard, I started watching the show Bless the Hearts. It was like a Fox show.
Didn't Tuner for Tariq talk about that?
Yes, that's why I'm watching it. It legitimately is actually pretty good. Though I've only watched the first few episodes. I'm trying to like just watch more like animated stuff lately, because I'm just very behind on things. You know, getting caught up on Rick and Morty, which so far has not been terrible. Like I know like a lot of people were like really worried it was gonna be absolute shit without Justin Roiland, but the guys they got are fine, and so far it's been mostly good.
Yeah, I mean, I would suspect it would have gotten better because, you know, Justin Roiland and Dan Harmon suck. So,
Yes.
you know.
Well, because the guys that got to replace their voices are, like, close enough that if you weren't told, you probably wouldn't... You might, like, suspect there's something wrong, but you probably wouldn't automatically assume that they were recast.
Okay, so I'm definitely going to have to fight this thing.
Yeah.
So we'll see about that. So now I can get past because I can turn the rocks into birds.
Yeah. Oh, I'm pretty sure they're eggs.
Or no, I think they're rocks because it's transfiguration.
True.
Because it's I'm transforming inanimate objects into animate objects. Now I just gotta.
I was just like, can you even hit it from that far?
Oh,
there you go. See? Fucking Harry Potter charging up his Big Bang attack. Can you imagine if Harry Potter had like beam collisions the same way that the same way like Dragon Ball does? I feel like that could be really good.
what do you mean?
Well, because in Dragon Ball, like, you know, they'll like fire the attacks, and then like they'll have like the big like both of them pushing back at their energy kind of thing. I think they did that in Harry Potter, like maybe once that I can remember. I feel like it could have been a very interesting way to like thing to add to like the combat. And just make it more dynamic without having to do too much effort. Yeah, you did it.
Oh yeah, I gotta do the other side.
Yeah, it's the exit, so you probably gotta fight him first too.
Yeah. Haha. Suck dicks, Rad Tad.
And it's funny. So the other day, my mom was like had me helping her going through like the downstairs closet because we were just trying to like find stuff and make room for shit.
Is that the ghost closet?
Yes, the ghost closet. And there were a bunch of boxes in there that were like full of like both mine and my dad's books. And I found like so many books that I hadn't looked at in years. Like, do you remember Horrible Harry?
No.
Sad days. It was about like a kid who was in elementary school who was just a huge piece of shit. And it was really funny. But I also found a copy of the Zack Files. Remember the Zack Files?
No.
It was a book series about a kid named Zack who stumbled across all kinds of weird and wacky adventures. Like, and they even made a show out of it, you know, back then when like every fucking Scholastic book series had to have a TV show made out of it. And I distinctly remember like renting a DVD of some of them from the library when I was like 10. And like the only episode I remember is he goes looking for a lost sock in the dryer and he falls into the lost sock dimension. And there was like a talking sock guy and like monsters made of lint or some shit.
That sounds fun.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like there was a certain level like whimsy of like shows of that time that you just kind of can't replicate.
And remember, at least Are You Afraid of the Dark? Remember, it had the real props, not the fake props.
Honestly, Are You Afraid of the Dark had like way more like overtly fucked up shit than Goosebumps did.
Oh
like,
yeah,
visually.
Because it was Canadian, they can get away with it.
Yeah.
Wait, no, I think Goosebumps was Canadian too. What was Goosebumps' excuse? Fuck them.
Scholastic.
I don't know.
That would be my guess. No, you gotta fight the thing.
Okay, do I just have to
Jump onto the bridge.
fetus that fetus?
I feel like if we ever do that game, what was that game fucking thing with Norman Reedus and the baby pod?
Death Stranding?
Yeah, if we ever do that, I'm going to say that many times.
Okay, hold on! I'm not prepared!
You should have been.
Alright, so I'm just gonna do that. Bitch, I'm probably gonna fucking die.
You'll do fine. No, you held too long. Haha! Nope. The fucking like the green glow around the arena just has my head, like my brain going back to the MST3K movie. Eat it, Joes. Eat it, Joes. Eat it, Joes. Eat it, Joes.
I love how, like, you're not using the spell you got.
Yeah, well, because, like, how would you?
Because I think at the end is when you have to do it. Is when he gets turned into a rock. You use the Transfiguration spell, and then it lands on something that helps you. That opens the door and helps you get out. Now I'm starting to remember this shit, because it's like I don't remember most of this, and then
it's all coming back.
Yeah.
It occurs to me we haven't done like a Spider-Man game on this channel yet. I'm debating what one I want to do first.
Do you want to just do an easy one instead of the popular ones?
Well, because most of them are decently popular.
No, I mean like instead of like the new PS4 games is what I meant.
Man, because that would be long is the main thing. Like I want to do it, but also we're currently like waiting for money to come through, so I'm gonna use to like buy some new equipment. Build a gaming PC, get some enhanced cable enhancers, a new capture card. So I don't want to wait to do some like more graphically intense stuff until we get that. Fair. But then on top of that, it's just like, because there's so many Spider-Man games that we could do, it's just picking one. Because there's some that are great, like Spider-Man 2, the Maguire game, the classic that, revolutionized web swinging in video games. Oh, I would love to do the PS2 version of the third Maguire game, because I've seen so many people hate on that. I guess maybe, like, the 360 version was, like, worse. But I liked the PS2 version, especially because it had this, like, element to it that I don't know if the other version had, where there's multiple gangs in the city. Yeah. And, like, after a certain amount of time, like, you can see on the map they're going to make moves on each other. And, like, you can go and fight them and help, like, the police reclaim the territory. And so, like, that whole, like, territory claiming element, I always like that in games. Like, that's one of my favorite parts of the Saints Row games. Is, like, owning the entire map. So, like, that just always made me like that one more. And play it more. So, like, I'd like to do that one. I really want to do Separation Anxiety, because to me, that will always be the best Spider-Man game. But that's also one I really want to wait until we have, like, a larger viewer base for, just so I can expose it to more people.
Separation Anxiety, was that on the SNES?
Yeah, it was on SNES and Genesis. It was the one that was, like, an adaptation of, for the most part, Venom, Lethal Protector, and just, like, that era. Okay. Where you fight his symbiote children. Yeah. It's so good.
I think it was on my list of SNES games that I wanted to get, but since I kind of stopped playing the SNES, I was like, what's the point of getting more games if I rarely play it? So
it's so good, and like the soundtrack alone makes it worth getting. Like it's peak SNES soundtrack content. Like that's why I will not play the Genesis version on the show, because like it's slightly graphically better, but the soundtrack is abysmal.
Well, yeah, because it's kind of like what James Rolfe was saying. How, again, both are good for very different reasons in terms of soundtracks, in terms of sound.
Yeah.
But how the SNES one was more like cinematic, and then like orchestral, and then the like more depth to its sound design, and then Genesis was more like rugged, brutal, visceral, sort of like hard rock sort of sound to it. So it just depends on the game.
Yeah, well, no, see, the problem with like Separation Anxiety as far as sound is the SNES version, like at the beginning it has like actual recorded voice, like only a little bit, but it's there, and just like every single song is like there's like a lot of synth and just like a lot of like great beat to it. And the Genesis version is akin to Atari level sound.
Ouch.
Yeah, it's like in the opening, like when you start up the game, like there you hear like a voice going "ho," and then like in the Genesis version, it's just an Atari noise going. And it's like, no, I reject you. I cast you back to hell with every amount of fervor I can muster. Also, save now.
Yes.
Yes, just in case you fail. Because we don't want to lose the points.
I reject your reality and substitute my own.
No, like literally, it's so like it genuinely hurt me how bad it was.
Let's check the points.
Well,
Okay.
still the same.
Okay. For some reason, I thought they also changed like throughout the day, but then there was the big reveal at the end of the day.
Yeah.